we just got beat in every phase of the game tonight. They swung the bats exceptionally well off our pitching, and we couldn't seem to muster up much offensively, and we were just a little slower than they were. I think in every phase of the game, they were a little bit electric tonight. To be on the bases, or defensively, or pitching wise, and we just were a step slow. We started out in the first inning here. We had 3 rough innings, 6 and 5, and 3-run innings, and that was the rest of it. We were okay. But you got to give them credit. I thought they played exceptionally well. They played a very, very good game from start to finish tonight. And the kid pitched very well. And Apple pitched exceptionally well. Kept rising his fastball. And our time to get him was last night. We needed to get him last night because I knew we were running a little bit low on pitching, and without Meyer, it was going to be kind of a mix and match all night long. And just couldn't quite get it going. But they played well. Got to give them credit. I'm proud of our team. 29-8, I guess, the last part of the season, and played exceptionally well to get to this point. The fans were exceptional tonight. They were in the game. There was more energy in the stadium today. At the beginning of that game, when it was 3-0, and then 3-1 when Richie hit the home run, and they were in it for us. And unfortunately, the ball got rolling in the wrong direction and couldn't put a stop to it.
Questions?
Jack, how much do you think your early start was a carryover from last night's momentum?
I'm sorry.
How much do you think their early start was a carryover from last night, the momentum they had?
Well, I think our kids were in a great frame of mind. When I saw them in the dugout, in the locker room, we were ready to play. They were ready to play. There wasn't any question in my mind. Our batting practice went exceptionally well. We even mentioned, I thought we swung the bat, probably batting practice both. We swung it all year long, and so I felt like we were ready to go. And they got some confidence from last night, having won the game last night, so they were feeling good about themselves, and that carried over into the first part of the game. We gave them a little confidence early in the game, and I think it just kind of built up from there. I've been in games on both sides of the coin tonight, and in their situation, it starts rolling, you can't do anything wrong, and in our situation, we couldn't do much right. They had the leadoff man on base. It seemed like all night long. We were scrambling all night long just to get out of the innings, and then we were having trouble building any innings. And when we did, we couldn't finish them off.
Richie, how bad does this hurt?
It's not really something you can really describe. I know for myself, I still have chances left in a couple of years, but for the seniors and for the guys leaving, it's going to hurt really bad for them, and it does for us too. I guess the first thing I also want to say, and what Coach said too, is that the fans were great tonight. I know from the players, we just want to thank all the fans for coming out and in bunches and supporting all of us, and really appreciate that. I've had a great time playing with all our seniors and all the guys leaving. And, this was a special group, and it's a sad moment, but I don't really know what else to say. It's hard to describe.
Richie, you guys always talk about, and Jack does, the importance of hosting. This is fall workouts, probably talking about that. How much harder is it to lose at home?
It makes it that much worse. You don't want anyone to come on your field and beat you. So, this is our field and our place, and we're protective of it. And you got to give them credit. They came into a hostile environment, and they did a good job. And being at home makes it sting even worse, but there's nothing we can really do about it.
I guess, Jack.